Hi guys, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Yes, I feel happy whenever I say that. It just gives me some, excitement, and I'm really happy. I've also realized that I've gotten 60 subscribers. I thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, my name is Gloria. I am a new YouTuber and I am based in Ghana. So today we are going to talk about 10 signs that you are much more attractive than you think. The fact of the matter is that many of us are much more attractive than we think. The only thing that is just holding us back is because we have low self-esteem and we just do not believe that we are attractive. We are much more attractive than we think we are. Being attractive has one principal meaning, and it means that someone somewhere is attracted to you. If one person is attracted to you, then you are at least attracted to them. But if many people are attracted to you, then you are widely considered more attractive. So there might be someone somewhere looking at me and the person might find me attractive, and there's also someone somewhere looking at me and I might be the ugliest person the person has ever seen in his or her life. So that's why we say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, and it's okay, it's quite normal. But I just want you to know today that you are more attractive than you think. No matter what people think about you, I believe that you are more attractive than you think you are. I have been reading an article written by Paul Bryan which states 15 undeniable signs that you are more attractive than you think you are. Out of the 15, I picked just 10 out of them because I feel like the 10 really resonates with me or people around me and most of the things that I've seen on social media and how people define themselves as attractive. So I picked this 10 just to share with you guys, so you also learn something from this article. One of the undeniable signs that you are more attractive than you think you are is that you make an impression. Yes, you walk into a room, all heads are turned towards you, all eyes are on you. If you cause a ripple in a pond and you are not sure why, just know that it is because you are physically attractive. However, you walking in a room or you getting the attention in a room may vary, or there may be other reasons why people are actually looking at you. You probably might be making noise with your heels walking in. You probably might be looking tattered and people are just wondering, who is this person? But if you know that you are actually well dressed and you're looking your best and you think all eyes are on you, people smiling at you, just know that it's because you are looking good and they find you attractive, so they like what they see, and people love to look at beautiful things. So now let's go to number 2. In case you don't experience the number 1, you might be experiencing the number 2. So the next undeniable signs that you are more attractive than you think you are is that you get a lot of compliment from people. Getting compliment from people is really nice. Some of us may have been raised to think that we are not good looking or we are not attractive or no one finds us, good looking. I don't know how to put it, but I'm sure you know what I mean. So people grow up with this low self-esteem, not believing in themselves. I was also having this low self-esteem until I went to the university and I realized that many people find me good looking. And I started realizing the compliment that I got from very different people on a regular basis. So guys, when I talk about compliments, I'm not talking about the patronizing sympathy compliment, okay? I'm talking about the spontaneous compliment, the ones that people are actually genuine about. They are actually explaining to you what they find good looking in you or why they think you are good looking. That's what I'm trying to say. However, when people are complimenting you, there are only 2 ways into this. First of all, there is a ground conspiracy to lie to you or to pretend to you that you are attractive or that they find you attractive just because they want something from you. Another reason could be that people are actually genuine to you, like they just want to tell you the truth. They find you good looking. So in case you find yourself being complimented all the time, just know that you are good looking. Just admit it, okay? So yeah, in case you experience the first sign and the second sign a lot, I don't see the reason why you should be doubting yourself right now. just believe that you are also good looking, like you are more attractive than you think you are. But if you still do not find yourself falling under the first and second sign, let's move on to the third signs, and you might fall under the third. So the third signs that you are more attractive than you think you are is that you are frequently propositioned. So let's go into the way people interact with you or the way people approach you. Generally speaking, if you're a woman, you may be propositioned and approached more than a man. However, if people are trying to get your attention a lot, or people try to, invite you out on dates, it's because they find you attractive and they just want to get to know you. Also, if you are being asked for your social media information by people who make excuses to make conversations with you, then you can be sure that they find your face nice to look at. Either way, if you're attractive or you are perceived as an attractive person, know that people are going to want to date you, probably sleep with you, or marry you. So the fourth sign that you are more attractive than you think you are is potential mates are going to treat you as a sex object. That's bad. It's quite bad and quite heartbreaking, actually. Being attractive isn't always good. The real you under the beautiful face or the handsome face and the beautiful body, is mostly seen as a kind of an afterthought. Most people just look at the appearance and they just want to have their way with you, other than looking at the content of your character, because that is not their main goal or their main purpose why they approached you. It's just like how the rich always worry about whether their potential mates are really into them for love or they are just with them for financial gains. It also applies to people that are attractive, okay? Because most of the time, people come in your way, you do not know their intentions. In your dating life, you may experience a lot of disappointment or frustration because they want to treat you as something that they can just have their way with, other than getting to know who you really are better or the content of your character and what you're capable of. Whenever people are coming at you most of the time, I would advise that you make sure you know this person, or just take your time and make sure you know what they really want from you or their intentions towards you before you go into any relationship or friendship with them. Now let's move to the fifth signs that you are more attractive than you think you are. And I believe at this point you know that you are more attractive than you think you are, because definitely you're going to fall under the first four, and now we're going to talk about the fifth one. So now the next sign is that strangers maintain eye contact. They look at you a lot. I mean, human beings, we look at things that we find interesting, we look at things that maybe we are scared of, and we look at things that we probably like. So yeah, when you find yourself being looked at by strangers a lot, just know that you are good looking. If you are getting a lot of eye contact from strangers, just know that they are fascinated by you, they are attracted by you, or they are scared of you, or they are even a mix of all the three, okay? For example, when you're on public transport, you're walking down the street, or let's say you're probably at the bank, you realize that there's a particular person looking at you all the time, or there are a lot of people staring at you. Just know that you're attracting them and they just can't help it but look at you, because you are more physically appealing to them than you even realize it. Sometimes when strangers are looking at you, we feel awkward, yeah, but just have it in your mind that okay, I might probably be attracting them and that is why they are looking at me. So don't get angry whenever strangers are looking at you. So now let's move to the sixth sign. All right, so the sixth undeniable sign that you are more attractive than you think you are is that you are mostly praised for one specific physical characteristics that you have. For instance, people always tell you you have an incredible smile and you have a beautiful body or beautiful physique. You have a beautiful eyes, the eyeballs are big, you have pointed nose, you have your dimples, or maybe, just something nice about you. They just want to compliment. Whenever you get that a lot, just know that you are physically attractive. The seventh sign is that you get flooded a lot with likes and comments on your social media post. You realize the last time that you posted where people are liking, even strangers that you do not even know sometimes will comment on your social media post. You are receiving a lot of attention on social media, and I don't think people will actually give their attention to people that they don't find attractive. If you are getting loads of likes and comments on your social media, just know that you're a little hotter than you think you are. The next reason you are more attractive than you think you are is that sometimes judged as shallow. than you are based on your appearance for no apparent reason. It's like someone assuming that a cool looking dude is suffer, or a lady is attractive so she's probably dumb or lacks certain knowledge. It always goes back to the image others have of you. Aside you posting your physique or showcasing your beauty, you might want to also post other things that you are good at to just add value to your beauty. So you might want to consider that also. So this ninth one actually resonates with me a lot, where people actually go their way to help you. So if people are going their extra mile to help you, probably they've seen you holding some heavy bags and they just want to help you, don't want to see you suffer, and they just want to come through for you, just know that they probably find you attractive and they just can't stand seeing you suffering and handling things on your own. I felt sick, so I went to the hospital, and I realized at the hospital I didn't even check my insurance card. So at the hospital I was told that my health insurance, I need to renew it. It has expired. When you don't have health insurance, you're definitely going to pay for consultation fee. So I met a guy at the reception, and the guy was like, because you are beautiful or because you're good looking, so I'm just gonna give you a discount. And surprisingly, he actually gave me a discount because he just sees me as good looking, or he finds me good looking. But it's nice where people tend to treat you good, and go their extra mile for you. When people are actually being nice to you because probably they just find you good looking and they just don't want to see you struggle. So in case you find yourself in a situation where people always want to go extra mile for you, just accept that they find you fascinating and attractive and appealing, so they just can't bear seeing you suffering around. Last year I went to Zanzibar. I was to take a ferry to Zanzibar. Ferry time was just 4 p.m. for the ferry to just start moving. I saw the airport taxi driver, and he was so nice to me, and he was like, where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm going to Zanzibar, but I'm supposed to go with the ferry, but I think by now the ferry has left. And I was like, no, don't worry, come. He will take me to the ferry, and it's just 40 minutes. I'll call somebody inside for them to hang around for some time. Surprisingly, I actually doubted him, because I was like, no, do you think they'll wait? We got there, and he called the person inside, and he called me to just book my tickets. So I booked the tickets, and I was so happy and relieved, because I'm in someone else's country. How am I going to, where am I going to even get a hotel at that time? I didn't know anywhere. So it didn't also end there. I got to the ferry port, and I met another man who is in charge of the ferry and all of that. And I told him that I'm coming from Ghana, and they love Ghanaians. So whenever I say I'm from Ghana, they are so happy. And I told him, oh, I wanted a business class, but I didn't get a business class, so I'm going to join the economy class. And he was like, no, don't worry. So you see here, he actually took me to a business class. He actually took me to a business class. And normally you don't take your luggage inside the ferry, okay? There's a place that you can put them. And then this man actually took my luggage into the ferry and told someone to watch over it, and also watch over me and make sure I am comfortable. And he took my number, and he said I shouldn't give any guy my number because he's gonna feel jealous and all of that. That was just by the way. But it's so nice seeing people coming to you, trying to show, people going their extra mile for you is a nice feeling. So whenever you get this, or you see this happen to you all the time, just know that they just find you good looking and appealing, and they just want to be around you, and they just want to make you feel comfortable. So now let's move to the last one, which is the 10th. So think about the last time you met a very beautiful individual that you found attractive. So if you're a guy, there's one thing that often happens. You stumble over your words, and you feel so anxious approaching this beautiful lady, and you're trying to grab her attention. You just don't know what to say. You automatically become speechless, and you begin to shake. It's because the face is too nice to look at, and you just don't want to mess things up. at that point. If you're a lady like me, and let's say you are approaching a guy that you find very attractive, you begin to act some kind of shy, innocent, quiet girl. You begin to act like you're some good girl, be that that you've never ever misbehaved in your life before. It just happens. People tend to behave weird, around you. And you see other people also start to stammer. I'm talking about people that has no speech impediment. You seem fine talking to others, speak fluently with others, but when it comes to you, it's like they're stammering. They actually turn speechless because your face seems to be distracting them. So whenever you experience all these signs coming your way, just know that you're good looking and have that self-esteem. Beauty is very important and it goes a long way for our self-esteem and self-image. But it is far from the only thing that makes us who we are or determines how attractive we are. So don't just base on your looks or your physique or how attractive you are or the attention that you're getting from people. You should also be able to portray other beautiful character that you want to add to the beauty that God has already given you. And with that, that's going to make you even more attractive. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. And I believe at this point, whenever you are walking down the street or whenever you see someone that you think the person is much more attractive than you are going to say to yourself that you are equally attractive, and it's because you probably see yourself every day. So you just do not see how special or unique or how different you are being created by God. From now onwards, whenever we are walking, let's just have that confidence. I'll see you in my next video. Have a lovely day and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.